Welcome back to another Backpage Gaming video. Today we are looking at another future star. They don't stop coming. Will I stop when I use Bryan Gil? That's the question. Robbie's going to be asking me some questions about the card. What I thought of him, how he played in game, was his haircut the worst I've ever seen in FIFA Ultimate Team? The answer to that is yes. Robbie, let's get into the review.
Absolutely, Jack. I was looking at him as well for a review because he actually looks really, really good. He's pretty cheap as well. He's coming in at 130 on Xbox, 140 on PlayStation. First impressions, Jack, other than the absolutely awful Barnet, what was he like in game?
At first, I was like, I was a bit unsure about him. But then I was like, you know, like when you look at a player's stats and you're like, this guy he has to be good.
Yeah.
Because the combination of stats, he's lean, he's got over 90 agility and balance, and he's got generally really good
dribbling stats of quality, yeah.
He's got good pace, he's got good shooting, but for some reason I just couldn't quite get on with him at first.
Okay. Go on.
Then then when I stopped thinking about how he should play, and I kind of like just played naturally with him, and didn't really think about how he should be playing, you know, like he should be like Neymar-esque in my head, but he's not. Alright, he's not as silky as his stats suggest, but he's a really, really good card, Rob. I think he's a very, very good budget option, especially. Especially if you're running like a La Liga team.
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, interesting stat, Jack. I've actually just been looking, boys, at mid Ronaldinho for my own team. He's got one more pace, same shooting, same passing, one more dribbling. Which is a bit mad, isn't it?
I feel like this is one of those perfect examples of when
icons are just better than the stats.
Icons will feel so much better.
Yeah.
So, for Bryan, I'm just going to quickly pull up his record for me.
The fact that a Spanish man is called Bryan as well is fantastic.
Yeah, it's hilarious. He scored, so bear in mind, I rage quit 5 games of champs. He scored 17 goals, 6 assists in 20 games for me, so I played the entirety of champs.
Yeah, that's solid, that, to be honest.
It's really, he really did kind of like charm me once I got past my original hiccups with him. Like I say, don't go into using this player expecting him to be really smooth. And
you're expecting too much, you think?
Yes. Okay. Which I think is reasonable because he's got a great card. It does translate somewhat into game, but I think I don't know what it is that doesn't make him feel smooth. I really don't know. Maybe I know it says lean on his body type, but maybe it's some, I don't know. It doesn't feel lean. I don't know. It's a strange one, Rob. I don't really know what made him feel different. But one thing that did impress me with him was his shooting, Rob. I used Hawk on him.
Yeah.
It's a very nice boost to this card, actually, Hawk. It suits him perfectly. It pretty much almost maxes out his pace.
Yep.
We've got 99 positioning, 95 finishing, 96 shot power, 90 long shots with a Hawk on it.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
And he, like I say, he scored me some goals. He scored me some clutch goals. His weak foot was perfectly adequate as well, which I think is usually one of the main complaints, I think. You know, when we're using like a cheaper card, there's something that lets them down. But his weak foot was fine, which is always a bit dodgy, I think. You know, when they're left-footed, I feel like their weak foot's especially bad.
Yeah, he's upgraded from a 3-star, 3-star as well to 4-star, 4-star, which is nice.
For all you guys that were using 76 rated Bryan Gil, with a mighty 30-odd strength.
Crazy,
and 40-odd stamina. Not the greatest card, so it's also a club change as well, which is nice. Don't have to use a Spurs player. Didn't bottle any chances for me.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
His positioning, I think, was probably one of my favourite things about the card, Rob, to be honest.
Really? I mean, he has got 95 position. We played him striker, I'm guessing.
I played him both right striker and left striker. I used him cam a little bit, but for me, he felt a little bit too stiff Steve to use at cam.
Really? With that dribbling?
I really don't. I don't know, Rob. I really
missing the 5-star skill, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've got so used to players having 5-star skill that I somewhat left surprised a bit when they can't like do a nice ball roll scoop or something. I don't know. But we've got our suspicions that when a player's got 5-star skills, they do naturally have better dribbling.
Just feel a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah, they got better animations or something like that. But yeah, I don't think he'd be all right, Cam. But I just think he's a better striker, to be honest with you, than Cam. So like I say, his positioning was insane. He just felt like he was always in the right spot when I wanted him. Probably after about 5 or 6 games is when I really started getting on with the card, and I did play on 7 chem, 6 chem for the first 10, which is worth noting really.
Was it left forward at striker, was it, or something?
Yes. Yeah, it was. Linking in with my boy Lucas Vazquez. But yeah.
What?
Any questions about the card, Rob? What do you
An
want?
Important question. And I think I already know the answer, but maybe I'll be surprised. Does he have the P word?
The P word, he does.
Really? That does surprise me.
I know. I think, like I say, it doesn't feel. He's not exactly stiff. It's probably me being a bit harsh there, but he doesn't feel like a Neymar, like a Vinicius, that type of card.
Yeah.
I think this year being lean is not enough.
Okay.
I think you need those unique body types sometimes. You know, like the good unique ones.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
To really set you apart. I don't think lean's enough anymore. But yeah,
says the meth addict.
Yes, he's on the lean.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bryan, bless him, Bryan Blessed. That's his alter ego.
You want to do a Bryan Blessed impression?
Oh, he's really good. I'm so sorry. Bryan Blessed. Bryan Blessed, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. But yeah, he's got the P word, much like Bryan, in fact.
He's stacking P.
He stinks of presence, but yeah. Bryan Gil, this is Bryan Gil. He's got something about him. He's got a bit of a swagger. Don't know if it's just the naughty haircut as well, lads. Honestly,
he looks
the
like
haircut is
the Beatles, doesn't he?
It's actually quite distracting. It's genuinely awful.
Hair train.
Oh, bro, honestly. You know what made me laugh? When you go on traits and you see he's got flair and he's got that absolute rascal trim on the flair picture, I just thought, wow, this is perfect. So it is genuinely noticeable. Like, it's quite distracting almost. Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's like George Best middle on roids. Genuinely.
Yeah, it is.
It's an awful trim, and he doesn't look. He doesn't look like. He looks like an Ennie.
Yeah, it looks like an absolute bum.
Yeah, he doesn't look great. Maybe that contributes to why I didn't like him. He's not attractive enough for my ultimate team.
Yeah.
You know, we tens and overs for my.
Does he have a real face?
No.
Right, okay.
No, he's just got a weird. I've never seen another player with his haircut.
No, I haven't.
But no, he's not got a real face. He just looks like a generic dude, really.
Yeah.
In terms of his passing, decent enough. It did the job, which it's pretty good stats, really. Yeah. So.
Would I play on the wing?
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Psychic moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would. He felt quite fast. I think my only criticism of him is probably his dribbling just didn't feel quite true to his stats.
Yeah.
I did think about using an engine at one point, but I feel like even though it'd boost what I want, in my head, if I didn't look at his stats, I would probably use an engine on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But having looked at his stats, I feel like Hawk still makes the most sense, to be honest with you. It did improve. I did really like his shooting with the Hawk on him. Yeah, I think it's one of those cards, Rob, he's a great card for a great price. He's really well worth his coins. If you've only got 150k or so spend on a striker, definitely look at Bryan. For that reason, Rob, we'll go into the end card. I gave him an 8.25.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Yeah.
I was flirting between that and 8, but he did score quite a few goals for me. And he really did link up quite well with Vinicius.
Yeah.
Good card, but I don't think I think that's probably maybe a little bit generous from me, really. I'm trying to tone back my ratings. Mm-hmm. Value, I did give him a 10, though, because he is exceptionally cheap. The amount of cards that are cheap now is crazy. So
him with like a strong link to Morales, that's like a really good front two for like less than 200k.
Yeah. So really, really, it was just a really good card. You know what I mean? There wasn't some, like we always say, sometimes cards don't have to be absolute world beaters. They can just be a good card.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because the target audience for this card is not us. Don't get me wrong.
No. Yeah.
We've got enough money that we don't have to. We can skip this type of tier of player for now. But if you just start and you've got a Liga squad, you're running some different teams, is a brilliant option. Yeah. Hawk for the chem style, like I said, that was my reasoning just a minute ago. Links, you've got all of the Liga. In terms of strong links, you've got your Ferran Torres. That's a card that I'm really. When his right wing one comes out, I'm going to be very, very interested in him.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what he comes out like. Lucas Vazquez, the man that I linked to him. If you miss this guy, honestly, you're
mudded, yeah.
I still can't believe that he was double downvoted.
Yeah, he got slandered big time.
That was the biggest injustice of FIFA 22.
Yeah.
And then also the Mr. MVP himself, Mr. Miranda Hart. Me and Rob both got from the 85x10. We both were immensely, full of immense disappointment. So Spain, you immediately think you've got Pedri.
You do.
You've got this Miranda Hart looking ass coming out of you. Not that I've got anything wrong with you, Miranda Hart, if you are watching. You and Brian Blessed watching alongside each other. That would be quite the combination. But
imagine, yeah.
That would be... If they were, Robbie, I think... I don't know. Subscribe.
We've made it. Yeah. Hit the subscribe button, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, genuinely. Cheers, Brian. But yeah, apart from that, I don't really think there's much else to say about the card, Rob, to be honest. He's a good card. He's a good card, and he's well worth his price. And that's about it, really.
Yeah, I'd say that's fine, yeah. He's one of them, you don't expect him to come in and... I'm guessing he's not staying around.
No, he's gone.
Yeah. He's one of them, if you in that sort of price range bracket, he's going to do a great job for you, but he's not going to be replacing like your Mbappes or anyone like that. But
no.
Yeah, I think you've covered it well there.
Thank you.
Boys.
Sign us out, Rob. Let's get out of here.
If you aren't already, go drop a follow on the Twitch. We're streaming every couple of nights a week. Absolute vibes on there. If you're not already as well, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, go follow us on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, all that is down below. In the meantime, I've been Robbie.
I've been Jack.
We've been Backpage Gaming. See you later.
Bye.